Thank you NordVPN for sponsoring this video. Welcome to Wisconsin. My name is Barry. This is Mad City Modern, a furniture channel, and in today's video I'll be restoring a vintage wardrobe. Thank you for watching. I find most of my furniture in thrift stores or on Facebook Marketplace, and for today's project I found this in the largest thrift store I've ever been in. The furniture section in this store is okay, but they mostly have new items from big box stores like Ashley Furniture, so I won't spend much time here. The footage is also a little shaky on this part, but I've already spotted the piece of furniture I'm looking for. See if you can guess the proper name for this furniture. I enjoy learning new things with every project. At first glance, my guess was this was a child-size wardrobe, and if you guess the same, I don't think you or I would be wrong. I would not have purchased this project had it not been for obvious signs that this was in fact a vintage piece of furniture, and I think it's safe to say that this was obviously used as a child's dresser or wardrobe, maybe even a changing table. I'm excited to show you even more signs that this is in fact a vintage piece of furniture. Chifforobe, a piece of furniture with drawers on one side and hanging space on the other. Well, did you guess it? And new pieces today are ridiculous regarding the prices. Although this is not my style of furniture, I think a little basic research has shown this is worth saving. It appears that there were shelves in this unit at one point, but the shelf brackets do not appear to be original, the screws are not countersunk, and the wood is just a rough cut, so I think I'll be removing those. Let me know if you've seen this sticker on the back side of this furniture. Unfortunately, it appeared to be completely unrelated to any furniture manufacturing company. I was tempted to do a furniture makeover on this and turn it into a vintage record cabinet, but I decided to keep this piece original. I'm not a purist, but I feel like there's enough good vintage furniture being destroyed these days. I thought it'd be fun to add a little challenge to this video, so I've hidden this brass eagle in the video 2 times. So let me know in the comments if you spot the brass eagle. I do try and stay organized with my tools while I'm working on any project, but I'm showing this next section because I do get a lot of questions regarding the tools that I use. So if you do have questions, hopefully you'll be able to freeze this video and see the tools specifically that I'm using. I'll also link all those tools in the description for this video below. One of the first things I'll do for this project is remove all the drawers and all the hardware. I do want to take this opportunity to say hello to all of you across the world. I've heard from so many of you through Facebook and through Instagram, even through the YouTube channel, so it's getting more difficult every day to keep up with all of the comments, but I assure you I'm doing my best to keep in touch with each and every one of you. I've enjoyed hearing from so many of you, and thank you for always being so supportive of this channel. This next item is a card scraper or a cabinet scraper. I recently had a viewer suggest trying one of these. I used it in my last project, and they don't work very well as a new item right out of the box or right out of the bag. As you can see here, they don't scrape very well. The card scrapers need to be burnished, so I'm going to show how to burnish a card scraper. It's rather simple if you do have a burnisher. Essentially, you're using a file to create a lip or a hook on one edge of this scraper. This will help peel up whatever surface you're working with. There are several great YouTube videos out there regarding how to burnish these card scrapers, so I'll just hit the main points. I'm using a file here with a straight edge just to file the top of this edge. I'll come back with the burnisher and create that hook by just going back and forth with the burnisher 5 to 10 times. If done properly, you should be able to feel an obvious hook on one edge. If used properly, you'll either find this to be very rewarding or one of the most annoying sounds you've ever heard. I'll move on to using the carbide scraper to remove some of this paint, and I often get asked why I choose to scrape versus just using the orbital sander, and I feel that the carbide scraper allows you to have more control over how much paint you're removing. The orbital sander can be rather abrasive, especially when you're working with veneer, and I can understand how scraping is not for everyone, but it's really not as difficult as it looks. You just need to dedicate a specific amount of time for it. Unfortunately, it takes 2 hours to paint a piece like this, and sometimes 2 days to remove the paint. Since this door is the largest part of this piece, I decided to use the stripper because since this has been painted, I have no idea if the veneer underneath has already been scuff sanded, so I want to be very careful when removing the paint. I had no idea what I was about to find underneath. I'm excited to show you what I found under this paint, but first a word from the sponsor of this video. I have to admit I've always been a little behind with technology and never really taken internet security seriously regarding my personal information. So when NordVPN reached out to sponsor this video, I thought it was a perfect opportunity to take this more seriously and protect the information that I'm putting out on the internet every day and NordVPN is perfect if you do any shopping or banking online, or use public Wi-Fi, or even want to browse privately. A VPN is a virtual private network. When you're browsing through a VPN, your traffic's encrypted, so no one can see what you do online or interfere in any way. With NordVPN, you can connect with just one click, and once you set up your NordVPN account and download an app for your device, all you have to do is open the NordVPN, log in, connect, and that's it. You can now enjoy a fully encrypted VPN connection. NordVPN just launched a threat protection program. This is ultimate protection from malicious websites, malware, trackers, and intrusive ads. Get the exclusive NordVPN deal here at nordvpn.com/madcitymodern. It's risk-free with NordVPN's 30-day money-back guarantee. I'll list all this information in the description for this video. I recently posted a photo on Instagram, and many of you commented, surprisingly, that you had many memories of what you're about to see here. So as you see this, let me know as much as you know about these in the comments. I'd love to learn more about this. Thankfully, this wardrobe was complete, but there were a few minor repairs necessary, including resecuring this bottom panel. Once I had this wardrobe upside down, I discovered original sockets for casters, so I will be adding those later in the video. The card scrapers worked well for the majority of this project, but the stainless detailed scraper set worked better for some of the details. Once I had this piece sanded, the light finishes indicated, my best guess at least, was that this was mostly birch veneer. I had a few spots where I needed to re-secure the veneer. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to use a light finish on this. I would have assumed that this would probably be most appropriate, but there were a few stains that were difficult to remove. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I don't believe that these shelf supports were original since the screws were not countersunk, so I decided to remove them. For the large stains in the top of the wardrobe, I used oxalic acid. I mixed a dab of this in water and covered the entire top of this wardrobe. I came back after a while and rinsed this off with water. This actually took 3 applications to remove most of the stains. I'll use Quick Strip Premium Stripper to remove the paint from these drawer pulls, and I often get asked how long these projects take me. I honestly don't really keep track. You could argue that restorations like this aren't practical if you're trying to flip furniture for a profit, and I do understand that. First and foremost, this is therapeutic for me. I also earn revenue through YouTube views and YouTube ads, so that helps enable me to keep going on this channel. And it takes a long time to create this content, so I truly hope that you benefit from watching this. I mentioned this recently in a video. I try and break down the furniture piece into sections, spending about 30 minutes to an hour on each side when I scrape details like this. I attempted to use the heat gun to remove these stickers, but they just crumbled away, so unfortunately I'll be sanding away someone's childhood memories. I promise to include a memory in the final reveal. I'll use the air compressor to blow away all the major dust. I'll come back and wipe this piece off with a tack cloth in preparation for staining. As you see here, that's what's left of the stain. I wanted a rich dark finish for this project, so I chose Rust Oleum Wood Stain in Kona. This is an oil-based wood stain. I'll apply it with a foam brush, and since I'm not using a pre-stain conditioner, I'll wipe off the stain immediately. I've linked my Instagram and Facebook information if you're interested in seeing some more of the daily furniture finds or some of the vintage items that I've collected over the years. I'm also excited to finally be adding some new content to my tool restoration channel, Mad City Restorations. We're near the end, and for the top coat, I've chosen General Finishes Armor Seal. This is a pre-thinned oil-based wipe-on poly. I'll apply thin coats of this with a lint-free cloth. I'll come back and finish this with Howard Feed and Wax wood polish and conditioner. I'm not looking to make this hardware perfect, but I think with a little effort we can make this look a little nicer. And I'm not sponsored by Flitz, but their metal polish is incredible. It's made here in Wisconsin, and I'm grateful every time I reach out to them with questions. They're always quick to reply with appropriate answers. So a huge thank you to Flitz. For the final step, I'll apply Howard Feed and Wax wood polish conditioner with a wax brush. This will help add a nice light sheen to the entire project. This is the part where I say thank you for watching, thank you for all of your support, and if you feel that I've earned your subscription, please consider subscribing to the channel, leaving a thumbs up, and saying hello in the comments. Goodbye for now.